Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack44227 to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Hello, I'm AckleyAttack4427, and aside from me being a well-known content creator on YouTube, I'm also known for putting together some pretty awesome cosplays. And a lot of that may be is because I actually do own a really good number of them. Now I'm not just talking about the normal varieties such as sci-fi and comic books, I also mean the incredible kind from stuff like movies, TV shows, video games, and anime. And I love the hell out of them. I enjoy looking like the characters I dress up as, and whenever I wear one for either a convention, a photo shoot, or anything else in particular, the experience was well worth it. So I'm doing a series talking about, well, everything revolving around cosplay. We're gonna go over everything ranging from some of the new ones that I've put together, what you can do to actually be a really great cosplayer, and to see if the experience will be well worth it. So sit back, relax, and get your sewing needles ready because this is CGS, aka a Cosplayer's Guide to Success. Yeah, certainly far different from, of course, the ones I have before, but I think they'll still work properly. You know how pretty much you get something pretty much that's almost identical to one piece of your cosplay, but despite the difference, it still actually works quite well? Honestly, I think go with the new reindeer antler headband that I actually got for my Christmas barber cosplay. Yeah, I think they actually do work as much as the ones I have before, so yeah, anyways, hey guys, this is AckleyAttack4427 here with, of course, a brand new episode of CGS, aka a Cosplayer's Guide to Success for all of you guys, so yeah. I guess it is actually quite clear by far. It looks like 2025 is, of course, wrapping up as we speak, and boy, I have to say it's quite an up and down year, to be honest, but yeah, either way, I think from what I can gather by far, pretty much with every down that we actually had, we did have some ups to try and counteract with the Haga for sure, and yeah, and trust me, given to what's been going on pretty much in the outside world as we speak, I think it does show in the long run for sure. But none of that matters anymore. Looks like for me, for this year, it actually turned out really great for sure. And And boy, I think with what we've done, of course, this show for sure, we've actually done a whole lot from what I can gather, so yeah, I think it's hard to believe that pretty much we've actually put up about like maybe 9-10 episodes for this year for sure, so yeah, but I have to say it was actually a really great ride for sure. And well, I guess pretty much as the ongoing tradition for sure, I guess on top of course, the cosplays I've currently got for sure, including 2 of which that I've already completed pretty much this year for sure. I'll be quite curious to see what ones I'll be working on for 2026 next year for sure. And luckily enough, for today's episode of this show, we're actually going to be diving into exactly that for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, much like the past couple of times we've actually delved into this for sure. Looks like for today's episode, we're going to be going over on some of the Cosplans that I've already got laid out for 2026 next year for sure. And of course, pretty much of anything, I took only little bits of aspects from, of course, the ones I actually previously announced the past couple of years, while mixing in with, of course, some new additions that I decided to add in for sure. So yeah, and probably by the time this episode goes live for sure, I've already got like maybe 1 or 2 of pretty much these cosplays underway for sure. So yeah, but we may never know what will actually come up, because hey, if I actually did finish up and decide to reveal a brand new cosplay for all of you guys, you bet I'm guaranteed to, of course, pretty much showcase it on this show for sure. So yeah, but hey, I guess you know me hands down on this show, and well, I think we pretty much know the drill at, of course, this point, hands down. So yeah, either way, I've got a whole list of course, some of my cosplays that I've wanted to get underway for sure. So for today's episode, we're gonna dive into pretty much the ones that I've already listed so far, and see where we go from here. So yeah, but at least it's all I can say, of course, that front. So with that being said, let's get right to it. Alrighty then, well, now that we got the introduction out of the way, we can now dive right into my list of cosplans that we got right here for sure, that I do hope to get underway for, of course, next year, hands down. And well, obviously enough, we're going to get started with, of course, pretty much me as good old Barbara from Genshin Impact, as usual, hands down for sure. And of course, obviously enough, it actually does involve 2 outfits that we're going to be starting with that I've really held myself off from getting underway for sure. And that being, of course, both of her concert outfits, as you can see here, one from 2021 and the other from 2022. So yeah, I guess it is actually quite obvious. I've been held off from, of course, getting these 2 going for quite some time now for sure. And I think pretty much at this point, I wish I could have actually pretty much got those going right away for sure. So yeah, but at the same time though, I really do love on what they were actually going for in giving Barbara pretty much some nice outfits to wear during the Genshin Impact concerts that happened years ago for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much from what I can gather, I think that's something that I've actually held myself off for quite some time now for sure. So hopefully if things go according to a plan, I might be able to finally get those 2 going for sure. And well, if that actually does happen, you bet I would definitely showcase them all, of course, this show for sure. And plus, I think it'll give me a little something to do, pretty much for me expanding, of course, cosplaying as Barbara for sure. So yeah, but we'll definitely see what comes up later on down the road. So I'll get my hopes up for both of her concert outfits for sure. Alrighty then, well, now that we got the first two for Barbara out of the way for sure, I think we might as well move on to, of course, another version of Barbara that I hope to work out on for sure, and that being, of course, like I said, redoing pretty much her summertime sparkle outfit, as you can see here, so yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I really do love on pretty much on what the summertime sparkle outfit actually has provided for sure, and I really do love on what they've actually gone for with, of course, that same outfit for sure, and yeah, I guess pretty much from what I've actually seen, I really do, I think I really did a good job with, of course, the one I did work on previously for sure. But honestly, I think the outfit itself from Pro Cosplay, for while still good, probably wouldn't land, of course, the same requirement that I'm actually looking for, hands down. So I do hope that I think I am still going to keep the shoes and stuff for that outfit, but it's mainly the main outfit itself that I'm hoping to redo for sure, and don't worry about a thing, I will probably pretty much see what I can do for, of course, pretty much the one that I currently have, hands down for sure, but that's gonna have to wait until sometime after I pretty much redo the entire outfit for sure, so yeah, but we may never know what will actually come up, hands down, so that's something we're gonna have to wait and see later on down the road, So yeah, but either way, regardless of all that, I'll be really excited to see what I'll do, in fact, redoing pretty much Barbara's summertime sparkle outfit, hands down for sure, because hey, I think it's in desperate need of a quick fix-up and redo for sure, so yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front, so yeah. Okay then, and well, I guess pretty much now that we got that done for sure, I think we might as well move on to the third and final outfit that I hope to work out on for Barbara for sure, and that being, of course, her mid-autumn outfit for sure, So yeah, I was actually really fascinated with the idea, of course, pretty much giving Barbara pretty much a mid-autumn outfit for sure, and I guess pretty much if anything, it really does pretty much showcasing what it's actually providing in seeing what Barbara could wear if she actually stopped on by over at Liyue for the Lantern Ride Festival, so yeah, but then again, this is another cosplay that I've held myself off for quite some time now for sure, so I do hope that maybe if things go according to plan, hands down, I might be able to finally get pretty much that going for sure, so yeah, and I imagine maybe I might do something pretty much with it, maybe I think maybe it'll actually be a really good enough cosplay for me to wear, maybe like, say, late September or, yeah, all the way until the end of November for sure, or at least right up until after Thanksgiving for sure, so yeah, but we're gonna have to wait and see later on down the road. I mean, besides, I've really been through a whole lot completing two more ballerina outfits for Barbara for sure, so yeah. But I guess pretty much of anything, I think it pretty much I think it is actually a really great way to pretty much with not just this but the other outfits that I've actually mentioned earlier for sure to really return to a really nice comfort zone for Barbara for sure, so yeah. Whatever the case may be, hands down, I'll figure something out for, of course, her mid-autumn outfit for sure, so yeah, but whatever the case may be, and if things go according to plan, I'll be really excited to see how I'll provide once I get that cosplay going for sure, so yeah. Alrighty then, and speaking of course, Barbara's mid-autumn outfit for sure, I guess pretty much on my next cosplay that I hope to get underway for sure is, of course, another mid-autumn outfit for another Genshin Impact character that I do hope to explore different variations on for sure, and that being, of course, on Amber, so yeah. again, I think pretty much of anything, I really do think that maybe Amber's Mig Autumn outfit might actually be a little something that I'll actually wear during pretty much the fall weather season, hands down, because yeah, given to all that, it really does have a whole lot of potential when you really think about it. So yeah, pretty much of anything, aside from, of course, the one that I currently have as we speak, I have yet to actually explore different versions of course, Amber from Genshin Impact for sure. So yeah, but that's not to say pretty much I really don't like cosplaying her. No, not at all. But I just kind of felt pretty much with where I'm at with, of course, Amber currently. Maybe I guess aside from, of course, her main outfit that I currently have for sure. I've been meaning to actually explore, of course, different outfits for Amber for sure. So yeah. But honestly, I think it'll be a really great way to really help expand, of course, on pretty much what I really want to do for Amber, hands down. Sort of like what I did with, of course, Lai Ren from Ruby right around last year, pretty much sometime after I did his main outfit. I've been meaning to explore different versions of course, pretty much hang up for quite some time now for sure. And luckily, thanks to, of course, why pretty much made him as a ballet dancer right around last year, I think it really does help fill the bill, of course, that one. So yeah, we'll definitely wait and see later on for what will come up for Amber for sure. But for now, I think her mid-autumn outfit will definitely be pretty much on the sidelines for now. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, now that we finally got that done for sure, I guess for the next cosplay, well, don't worry, I think it will be the last one revolving around Genshin Impact that I want to bring up for sure, but this one is actually really actually piqued my interest for sure, and that being, of course, on another Genshin Impact character that I'm actually expressing interest in, of course, cosplaying for sure, and that being, of course, Yelang for sure. So yeah. Honestly, I was actually really quite amazed with, of course, what I'm seeing for Yelang for sure, and obviously enough, I think pretty much of anything, it is actually a one cosplay that I'm actually expressing interest in, of course, trying out for sure. So yeah, and part of the reason for that is, of course, pretty much of anything, my longtime friend and, of course, my supporter of my Patreon, VD, actually has been cosplaying Yelang for some time, and they actually think that I should give it a go for sure. In fact, if anything, they were kind enough to send me a Yelang cosplay costume and wig for sure, to which honestly, they're actually not that bad, hands down. So yeah, honestly, I think I do have a hands down for sure, but I'm currently waiting to get it finished up for sure, as I got like several other pieces that I need to get on my hands to complete the whole thing all together once I get some things sorted out for sure. So yeah, but either way, it's definitely on the sidelines as we speak, waiting to be completed, hands down. But I do hope we'll definitely see what comes up once I finally finish it up for sure. I mean, yeah, with what I'm seeing, I know it's probably not going to be one of my best cosplays from what I can gather. But I'll still do my best to try to make it look good for sure. So yeah, but we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road. But for now, I think Yelang is definitely pretty much gonna be on the sidelines, waiting to be completed for sure. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I think we might as well step away from Genshin Impact for some time now for sure, because, well, for the next cosplay that I really want to do for some time now, hands down, is that, well, I think we might as well transition from, of course, one well-known video game to another well-known video game for sure. So yeah, and so yeah, I guess pretty much if anything, I hope all of you fans are really looking forward to this one, because boy, I think this next one that I really want to do is gonna blow your mind hands down, and that being, of course, Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. So yeah, I guess pretty much, if anything, I am actually really amazed, of course, pretty much on what Aerith is actually providing hands down. And it is actually interesting to know because, honestly, I've never actually done a cosplay revolving around one of the most well-known video game franchises of all time, Final Fantasy. So yeah, but I am fully aware of course, its existence for sure, and obviously, I think I know there might be several people that I know of who are big fans of Final Fantasy for sure. So yeah, and I guess what better way for me to jump on board that bandwagon for sure than by going for one of the most recognizable characters from one of the most recognizable games in that said franchise for sure. So yeah, that's something that I've been wanting to do for sure, and after some encouragement from plenty of my friends that I know of for sure, and of course, let's not forget to mention Zircon Momotaro has also done a good number of Final Fantasy cosplays for sure. I figure I would definitely give it a go, hands down, and yeah, I think it'll actually be quite interesting for me to try out for sure. So yeah, but either way, we'll definitely see what comes up later on down the road. But for now, I think it's safe to say that Aerith from Final Fantasy VII is actually one cosplay that I would definitely love to pretty much get going for sure. To which, yeah, I think pretty much, I know it's gonna be a lot of hard work to actually try to get that going, but I guess either way, I'm pretty sure all that farming that I'll do might pay off. Alrighty then, well, now that we actually got that done for sure, I think we might as well now move on to the next set of cosplays that I want to do for sure, and yeah, I guess pretty much if anything, I think if you actually have seen the past couple of episodes that I did on, of course, my cosplays for sure, I've actually got a good chunk of pre-cure cosplays that I really wanted to do for some time now for sure. And boy, I got a good list hands down, so yeah. And of course, obviously enough, we're actually going to be starting off with, of course, two characters from pretty much one pre-cure series that I still want to do for sure, and that being, of course, both Cure Prism and Cure Wing from Hirugaru Sky pre-cure. So yeah, again, this is actually a couple of cosplays that I really held myself off for a long time now for sure, but I still have yet to get going for sure, so yeah. But of course, with what I'm actually seeing with those two for sure, I still think there's a whole lot of potential for me to cosplay them for sure, so yeah. Obviously, with what I mentioned earlier in the past couple of episodes, hands down for sure, I really do think both Cure Prism and Cure Wing really do have a lot going for hands down. And it is actually quite interesting, seeing of how Hirugaru Sky is, of course, still to this day one of the best pre-cure series that have came out in recent years for sure, so yeah. Obviously enough, I think given to what I'm actually seeing by far, I do hope I'll get these two going later on down the road for sure, so yeah. But if that actually does happen, I think it'll be quite awesome for me to take a first dive into, of course, me trying out a pre-cure cosplay for sure, or at least two of them from what I can gather, so yeah, but we'll have to wait and see later on down the road. But for now, I'll be really looking forward to getting those two going for sure. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I guess we're pretty much gonna stay on Precure for some time now for sure, because for the next one that I'm gonna be revealing is actually gonna be from one of the more recent Precure series that we actually got for sure, and that being, of course, on obviously enough, Cure Idol from Kimito Idol Precure. So yeah, currently as of now, pretty much that said series is still ongoing for sure, and it will actually wrap up right around 2026 next year, right before the next one, Star Detective Precure, will officially get itself going for sure. But I guess until then, I'm really quite amazed with, of course, what I'm seeing with Cure Idol for sure, and I really do think there's a lot of great potential for that said cosplay for sure. So yeah, obviously enough, I really do love the idea of course, doing like a whole Precure series centered around idols for sure, and I really do think there is a lot going for hands down for that said series for sure, and with, of course, what I'm actually seeing, I think it would really help out, of course, the long run for sure. So yeah, but either way, I would definitely love to, of course, try my hand at cosplaying Cure Idol, hands down for sure, because yeah, they really have a lot going for hands down, and well, yeah, obviously enough, I think it'll be interesting for me to try it out and see how it'll go for sure. So yeah, but currently as of now, I currently have it on standby as we speak, and I'll figure some things out to finally get it going for sure. But yeah, whatever the case may be, I'll be looking forward to seeing what I'll have thrown into the table for that said cosplay for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I think we might as well pretty much take a step back to, of course, the Precure series that came out before Kimito Idol Precure for sure, because the next two that I've been really wanting to do for some time are, of course, two other Precure cosplays that I've actually expressed interest in, of course, trying out for sure, and that being, of course, Cure Friendly and Cure Nami from Wonderful Precure. So yeah, I was actually hooked on with, of course, these two for sure, and yeah, with, of course, what I'm actually seeing by far, I'm really digging on what they're actually showcasing with, of course, these two, and I really do think these two actually have great potential for some really great cosplays, hands down. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I think with what they've actually gone for with, of course, Wonderful Precure in a nutshell for sure is that, well, I really do think they really have a lot going for with, of course, the themes and ideas they actually went with hands down, and yeah, I think it'll be quite interesting to see where they'll go from there for sure. So yeah, but either way, with what I'm actually seeing with those two for sure, I'll be really looking forward to seeing pretty much while throwing to the table for those two cosplays that I got coming up for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely see later on down the road once I get them going for sure. But for now, I'll be excited for when I'll possibly get them going for sure. So yeah. Alrighty then, and well, it looks like we're halfway through all of the Precure cosplays that I've wanted to do for some time. So I guess for the next one, I think we might as well pretty much delve into that one with some pretty nice chocolate to go along with it for sure. So yeah. And if you couldn't tell, obviously enough, the next one I'm referring to is, of course, Cure Chocolat from Kia Precure a la mode. So yeah, obviously, this is also one cosplay that I currently have on standby as we speak that I do hope to possibly get going later on down the road, because, well, what's not to say about that same character that really doesn't deserve pretty much a cosplay for me to work on. So yeah, obviously enough, I really do think they're really going out a whole lot for, of course, this one for sure. And yeah, hopefully I think with what I'm actually seeing by far, I do hope it'll be something I'll actually work out for sure. So yeah, and currently as of now, I've already got pretty much the boots on standby alongside the costume and the wig pretty much commissioned, and I do hope to order for sure. But as far as, of course, the ears and the tail goes, sadly, pretty much the people that I've actually commissioned them to work on for sure, sadly won't be able to do all of the hag for sure. So yeah, hopefully I think once I actually get the costume, the wig, and the boots pretty much beforehand for sure, I might be able to get some help from someone that I know to make some nice ears and a tail to go alongside that cosplay for sure. It's gonna take up a lot of hard work, don't get me wrong, but I do hope it might actually happen later on down the road. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I guess pretty much for the next Pretty-Cure cosplay that I do hope to work on for sure, I think we might as well switch gears from, of course, delicious food to magical spells for sure. So yeah, and obviously enough, pretty much it would tie into, of course, the next cosplay that I want to work on as of now, and that being, of course, on Cure Miracle from Witchy Pretty Cure, or Mahosunaki Pretty Cure for sure. So yeah, I guess from what I can gather, I really do think there's a lot of great potential for Cure Miracle, hands down for sure, and I really do think it will actually make such a really great cosplay for me to work on for sure. So yeah, obviously I think with the idea of course, doing the whole Pre-Cure series, centering around witches and doing like magical spells and stuff, like they're pretty much a little something out of Harry Potter, hands down, I really do think there is really a lot of great potential for the hag, hands down. So yeah. Either way, I think with what I'm actually seeing for Cure Miracle, that is something I do hope to actually work on later on down the road. So yeah, I know that's saying a whole lot given to most of the other Pre-Cure cosplays that I wanted to work on in addition to that. But I do hope that'll be something I'll actually work things out on if things go according to plan. So yeah, but either way, once that actually does happen, you bet I'll be throwing in a nice little magical spell to, you know, spice things up a bit for sure. So yeah, but we'll have to wait and see later on down the road. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, now that we actually got that out of the way, well, I think we might as well move on to one more Pre-Cure cosplay that I really wanted to work on for sure, and surprisingly enough, it actually does come from one of the spin-offs for Pre-Cure for sure. So yeah, and of course for that, I pretty much, if anything, that will of course lead into, of course, the other Pre-Cure cosplay that I wanted to do, and that being, of course, Cure Top from Dancing Star Pre-Cure. So yeah, now obviously enough, pretty much from what I can gather, I know all the other Pre-Cure pretty much cosplays that I wanted to do from the main Pre-Cure series are still great. But I guess Cure Top really does pique my interest because, well, I guess no one has actually thought about the idea of doing a Pre-Cure cosplay from one of the spin-offs for sure. So yeah, and of course, pretty much from what I've actually seen, I really do think there's a lot of great ideas for Dancing Star Pre-Cure, hands down. Obviously enough, they really went all out, and of course, pretty much, of course, the hard-working effort they did for, of course, that one, pretty much serving it as just the regular old stage play for sure, to which I definitely do think still fits the bill, hands down. So yeah, but obviously enough, yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, much like Cure Wing, I really do like the idea, of course, going for like a full male Pre-Cure team for sure, and yeah, with what I'm actually seeing according to my research, I really do think this one really does fit the bill, of course, of that one. So yeah. we'll definitely see later on down the road once I actually get that going, but I guess until then, I'm really looking forward to seeing what a possible Cure Top cosplay on my part will actually have provided hands down, so yeah. Alrighty then, well, I guess it seems like I'm done with the pre-Cure cosplays as of now that I've already got planned, but I'm still looking forward to them hands down, so yeah, I think we might as well move on to, of course, pretty much the next batch for sure, So yeah, I guess if anything, we might as well go ahead and move on to, of course, one cosplay that I still have in the planning stages, but I do hope to get going for sure, and that being, of course, on my future gender bend version of Mew Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew, so yeah, like I said, this is actually one cosplay that I currently have on the sidelines as we speak, but still actually have future plans for later on down the road, So yeah, and obviously enough from what I've actually seen by far, I really do think Mew Ichigo really does have a lot going for hands down based on my viewing of course Tokyo Mew Mew for sure, So yeah, pretty much from what I can gather, I do hope I'll actually work some things out to actually get pretty much my gender bend version of Mew Ichigo going for sure. And like I said, I currently have it in the planning stages as of now. Like, of course, I pretty much drew out the designing and everything, so I do hope I'll actually get some things and of course some materials and stuff to finally get it going for sure, So yeah, it'll be hard to say when exactly that's gonna happen for sure, but that's something we're gonna have to wait and see later on down the road for sure, so yeah, but we'll keep our fingers crossed, of course, on that one, because, well, I guess it is one future cosplay that I do hope to get going later on down the road, so we'll definitely have to wait and see, hands down, because, well, you may never know. Alrighty then, well, I guess speaking of course, pretty much what I said earlier about my gender bend Mew Ichigo, I think we might as well move on to, of course, another gender bend that I actually still hope to work on for sure, and obviously enough, it's back to, of course, good old Ruby Rose from Ruby, hands down, as I do hope to do gender bend versions of both of her outfits that she actually got, which is, of course, her Slayer outfit from Volume 2, and, of course, her Atlas outfit, hands down, So yeah, again, this is actually a couple of cosplays that I currently got planned out as we speak, but I never actually got the time to actually work on for sure, because, well, other things might have gotten in the way for sure, so yeah, but still either way, that doesn't mean I'm actually giving up hope, and of course getting them going for sure. No, not at all. That I do believe is still actually gonna happen anytime soon for sure, because yeah, like I said, I've already got them on the planning stages as we speak, so I do hope to work some things out, and of course gain the materials I need to work around pretty much all of that to really make those two cosplays the best that they can for sure, So yeah, it'll be hard to say, of course, when exactly I'll get them going for sure, but I still hope they'll actually really come out great for sure, because, well, let's face it, I've already been on a roll with, of course, Ruby Rose as a ballerina for sure, so I think it'll be a nice return to form, hands down, for sure, but you may never know from what I can gather, unless some things actually change for sure, so yeah, we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road, but for now, I do hope I'll actually work out, of course, those two for sure, so yeah. Alrighty then, well, now that we actually got that done for sure, I think we might as well move on to the next batch that I want to do for sure, and obviously enough, we're actually going from one Hoyoverse game to another Hoyoverse game for sure, so yeah, seems like we're actually making a jump from Genshin Impact to Honkai Star Rail for sure. So yeah, obviously that's something I've been wanting to explore on for sure since I heard of Honkai Star Rail for sure. And well, obviously enough, in addition to the ones I've pretty much showed off previously, hands down, I've also added 2 other ones that I want to do for sure. So yeah, and that being, of course, I'm pretty much obviously enough, Herta, Firefly, and Robin, which I actually showcased the last time, hands down, but also 2 other ones, hands down, like, of course, the Herga, and, of course, the one that I really want to do, Hyacinth. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I decided to group all 5 Honkai Star Rail characters in pretty much this group of course, future cosplays for sure. So yeah, obviously enough, pretty much with what I said earlier about Herta, Firefly, and Robin, pretty much the last time, I do stand by my point on what I have to say about them, hands down, but I guess pretty much adding pretty much the Herga and Hyacinth right into the mix for sure. I think it is actually a really great way to help expand of course what I'm actually gonna do for sure. So yeah, I think I've pretty much gone from 3 Honkai Star Rail characters that I want to cosplay to 5 hands down. So yeah, but either way, I'll be really looking forward to finally getting those going hands down once I get some things figured out. But yeah, obviously enough, I know a lot of people are saying that Hyacinth is basically a more pinker version of Barbara from Genshin, to which you'd be right on that for sure, but that just makes me want to plan on cosplaying Hyacinth even more for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much for all 5 of those that I've actually mentioned for sure, I do hope to work some things out to finally get those going hands down, because again, you may never know on what might pop up for sure. So yeah, I'll get some things figured out on, of course, that front, but for now, I'll be looking forward to getting those going anytime soon. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I guess pretty much for the next cosplay that I've got coming up next, hands down, well, I think I seem to be in the mood for something a little tasty, hands down, for sure. Maybe I dare even say a little something that'll fill up my stomach, hands down, or maybe I guess a little something that's, let's say, delicious in a dungeon. Yeah, I think that will get you the idea, of course, that front, hands down. So yeah, if you thought pretty much the idea of me cosplaying as, of course, Mal from the Apothecary Diaries and Frieren from Frieren Beyond Journey's End is actually that great, well, nothing could compare to, of course, me cosplaying as a character from, of course, Delicious in Dungeon, or I guess in this case, Dungeon Meshi for sure, and that being, of course, on good old Marcel as we speak. So yeah, I'm actually really amazed with, of course, what Marcel is actually throwing into the table, hands down, and, well, no pun intended, pretty much based on that last big for sure. So I really do think there's a lot of great ideas, of course, that front for me to cosplay her, hands down. So yeah, I've been hearing great things about Delicious in Dungeon for some time now for sure. So I think it'll be quite interesting for me to actually cosplay as Marcel for that case alone for sure. So yeah, it'll be hard to say on when exactly I'll be able to do that for sure, but I'll keep my hopes up later on down the road, because, well, I think that'll be something I'll actually really looking forward to hands down for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. But for now, I've already got Marcel from Delicious in Dungeon, and of course my cosplay and stuff for sure. So I'll be really looking forward to seeing what might come up for sure. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I guess now that we actually got that done for sure, we're now down to, of course, the final 3 cosplays that I've actually pretty much got planned out for sure, and, well, I guess 2 of them are actually the most obvious ones, hands down, but But the other one that I'll reveal later on will actually quite surprise you, hands down. So yeah, and of course, given for the fact that two of the recent cosplays that I've actually done earlier this year are, of course, a couple of ballet-themed cosplays. I guess it actually makes sense for me to still incorporate in one ballet cosplay that I want to do, and obviously enough, it is, of course, on good old Princess Tutu from, well, Princess Tutu, so yeah, I guess it is actually quite obvious at this point, but hey, I guess pretty much from what I can gather, I really do think there is a lot of great potential for, of course, for me to cosplay as Princess Tutu for some time now, for sure, so yeah. And I guess it is actually quite interesting to note because, well, I guess since after my Ballerina Barbara cosplay, I've actually been exploring that as of now for sure, and for a while I pretty much I did actually stop doing new versions of my Ballerina Barbara cosplay after the ballet practice outfit. That's not going to stop me from working out on other ballet cosplays that I would love to work on for sure. So yeah, and I know that's saying a whole lot. Pretty much since I have yet to actually pretty much go through, of course, mastering ballet even more for sure. But obviously enough, it's still not going to stop me from cosplaying as Princess Tutu for sure. So yeah, but like I said, that's actually one cosplay that I currently have on standby, and I hope to work some things out to finally get it going for sure. So yeah, it is going to be a bit of an interesting challenge, yes, but I do hope the end result will actually come out fantastic for sure. So yeah, but I guess whatever the case may be, I know that's definitely one that I'll be looking forward to hands down, and of course, well, much like the character herself, I think it'll actually be a really great way for me to, actually have a good opportunity to, dancing it for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road for sure. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, now that we actually got that done for sure, I think we might as well move on to yet another obvious ballet cosplay that I wanted to do is, well, obviously enough, Star Guardian Oriana from League of Legends. So yeah, and yes, I know a lot of you guys are sick and tired of me pretty much mentioning that for sure, but trust me, I know I am hands down. I wish I could have moved on to something else, but again, much like Princess Tutu, this is actually one cosplay that I currently have on the sidelines as we speak, that I do hope to get underway pretty soon. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I know it'll be an interesting challenge to actually work on for sure, but with what I'm seeing so far for, of course, pretty much the Star Guardian skin given to Oriana, hands down, I really do think there's a lot of great potential to possibly get that one going for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, but it'll still be quite interesting to see where it go from here, hands down, because, well, much like Final Fantasy, League of Legends is definitely one series that I think could have great potential for me to try out cosplaying, hands down, for sure, because that's something I've never actually tried exploring upon for sure. So yeah, but I do hope that will change later on down the road, because I think there's a lot that I can actually go for hands down. So yeah, we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road. But for now, I'll be looking forward to seeing what I'll have thrown into the table for my take on Star Guardian Oriana for sure. So yeah. Alrighty then, well, I think that'll actually, pretty much, take care of course, on that front, and, oh, what's that? You thought I was done? Oh, no, sunshine, I'm nowhere near done, just yet, because, well, I guess, pretty much of anything, we're now down to, of course, the final cosplaying, that, I really want to, work on, for sure, because, well, obviously enough, it is another ballet-themed cosplay, yes. But the only difference is that it's not one of the most obvious ones that I've actually mentioned the last time for sure. It's actually a brand new one, pretty much that I'm currently working out on for sure, and well, it's not necessarily pretty much a character from a series itself. It's actually, yeah, I think we're also delving into, of course, the first, pretty much on my part, and that being, of course, doing a cosplay centered around an OC, or pretty much in this case, an original character. So yeah, keep watching by far, because you're gonna be quite surprised with while throwing to the table for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything for the final cosplay that I do hope to work on for sure, and that will of course be my first official OC that I've actually created for sure. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, meet my OC hands down. So yeah, what you're seeing right here is, of course, my ballerina OC that I've actually got a showcase right here, who goes by the name of Elliot Fujiano. So yeah, and in case you're actually quite curious, the best way to describe what he's like, hands down, is that he's basically a cross-dressing ballerina boy who also goes by his stage name Melody for sure. So yeah, obviously, pretty much having an OC is something that I've been wanting to dive into, hands down, and well, luckily enough, with what I'm seeing, pretty much based on the end results that I shared on Twitter, especially pretty much getting the final results on Discord back for sure. I think it really came out really great, hands down, and I kind of figure, yeah, I think it'll be really awesome for me to try that out as a new cosplay for sure. So yeah, obviously enough, pretty much, if anything, that's exactly what I mean in exploring other opportunities, pretty much for my ballet-themed cosplays for sure. And obviously enough, outside of Barbara from Genshin Impact, I actually did do that with, of course, Ruby Rose and Lyren from Ruby for sure. So yeah, and I kind of figure it would actually be a really great way to pretty much do the exact same thing, but with an OC for sure. So yeah, obviously enough, OC and pretty much OC or original characters, it's something we've never actually seen pop up when it comes to cosplays for sure. I mean, I guess on several occasions they do on social media, hands down, but never anywhere else, to be honest. So yeah, I guess given to all that, from what I can gather, upon looking over what I've actually seen for Elliot Fujiano, aka Melody, I figure that seeing how pretty much a few friends I actually worked with did do a bang-up job, and of course creating my OC for sure, I kind of figure, you know what? I think I might as well try that out for a future cosplay for sure. And well, luckily enough, pretty much if you have seen my posts on social media and stuff, you would definitely know we're already rolling, getting that going for sure. So yeah, and of course, pretty much got it all pretty much right here in my hands for sure. Now you might be wondering to yourself, yeah, I think it's just a regular old tutu for sure. What's so important about that? Well, it's not just any tutu for sure, no. This is actually pretty much a full-on, pretty much a pink and white pancake tutu ballerina outfit, hands down, that I actually got right here in my hand. So yeah, obviously enough, this was of course pretty much ordered and gifted to me by, of course, once again, my longtime friend and my supporter of my Patreon, VD, hands down, and I couldn't help but thank them in the long run for, of course, that front. And And yeah, definitely look at pretty much all that hands down. It really is quite amazing looking at for sure. So yeah, obviously enough. I actually did give this a pretty much a massive test run for sure to see how it would go for sure. And I'm amazed with, of course, how well it actually turned out for sure. It's actually the right size that actually fit me well for sure. And it actually does function pretty well. Pretty much when I tried to do some ballet dancing for sure. So yeah, either way with what I'm seeing, I'm actually considered impressed, hands down for sure. So yeah, I guess pretty much of anything, I'm really loving on how well it actually turned out for sure. And currently, as of now, I'm still waiting on several other pretty much pieces and stuff to complete the cosplay altogether for sure. So yeah, I'm hoping we'll actually get it done after the start of the new year for sure, to which that's probably my biggest hope by far. But for now, I'm really impressed with how well this ballerina outfit turned out for sure. And I can't wait to reveal Elliot, aka Melody, once he's fully complete for sure. So yeah, we'll definitely wait and see later on down the road. But for now, I can't wait to show this one off hands down. So yeah. And well, I think given to all that, I think that'll pretty much do exactly that for, of course, all of my cosplans for 2026 this year for sure. Yeah, or I guess in this case, 2026 next year for sure. So yeah, obviously enough, I think I'm still really impressed with, of course, how well pretty much the ones I've picked out pretty much horror for sure, because, well, obviously there are some recognizable ones that I've actually mentioned earlier, and even some of the ones that I've actually recently added in that I really do think are actually really good additions for sure. So yeah, but that's the one thing I really do love about cosplaying for sure, because, well, whenever you're done with one outfit, you can always move on to, of course, the next one that you want to do for sure. And of course, with the ones I currently got as we speak, I think it'll really get pretty much get our hopes up really high for when we'll actually get them going. So yeah, will all of them actually be happening for this year? Unlikely, because, well, there are some things that might pop up that might actually prevent me from, of course, pretty much working on them for sure. But as long as, of course, I can do whatever I can to actually get them going, you bet I'm guaranteed to, of course, show you guys on what I actually got for sure, because, well, I guess obviously enough, I still love cosplaying to this day, and I do want to keep on going with it hands down, and even get better and better at, of course, what I'm actually doing for sure, and even bringing them to any future conventions that I do hope to go to anytime soon. So yeah, we're probably gonna let time and money be the judge of that hands down. So I do hope it'll actually pretty much happen anytime soon. So yeah, but until then, I've already got pretty much my cosplans laid down and everything. So we'll definitely see what comes up sometime afterwards for sure. So yeah, and as long as I can keep you guys entertained and stuff with, of course, the ones I've already got planned out for sure, and plus, well, even still work out, of course, the ones I currently have for sure. I think, yeah, pretty much of anything. I think I'm still guaranteed to give you guys such a great time, and of course my cosplays, with a simple snap of the finger for sure. So yeah. But yeah, I think that's what I can say, of course, that front. And, well, I guess on that thought alone, I think I might as well end this episode here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and by all means, let me know down in the comments down below on what you guys think of this one for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest episode, and, well, I think that'll do it for, of course, the amount of episodes I'll do on this show for this year alone, and boy, what a trip that was. I won't lie, I think on top of course, only revealing 2 cosplays for sure, but also tackling upon different subject matters revolving around cosplay, I think it really does help out in the long run for sure, and I really do want to expand, of course, on what the show is actually providing, hands down, and yeah, that's something I've been doing since I've actually first started, and I do hope to keep on going with that anytime soon, so yeah, it'll be hard to say pretty much on when exactly I'll do another episode for sure, but as long as, of course, I'm guaranteed to give you guys a little something great with, of course, anything revolving around cosplay for sure. I think, pretty much, if anything, I think it will show for the fact that my love for cosplay is not going to die down anytime soon. And that is definitely the best way I can actually describe it for sure. So yeah. So I guess with all that said and done, thank you all so much for watching. And, well, I'll definitely see all of you guys in 2026 for pretty much a brand new year. And, of course, for a new batch of episodes that I'll do on this show. So yeah. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm definitely going to pretty much make a really great usage of course, this pretty much ballerina outfit that I actually got for sure, because, hey, I guess seeing how I'm currently waiting on a few things to complete Elliot Fujiano for sure, I think this is actually a really great way to really get myself pretty much ready for when I'll complete the entire outfit altogether for sure. So yeah, I'll definitely leave you at that. So yeah, take care, everybody, and I wish all of you a happy new year. So, bye. Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more, in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTackTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.